5th millennium, where killing had become a way of life. The conflict had raged so long, I guess I'd forgotten how it started. All I knew was this. On one side, the League of Free Worlds. On the other, the Colonial Navy. The result? Total war. Back then, we were told that the final battle was beginning. The defining moment of the struggle to be free. It wasn't the truth. It wasn't a lie either. It was just plain wrong. And I should know. Me? The name is Valdemar, and my story begins here in the Magenta system. A system built from darkness, governed by high ambition and low morals. A dangerous mix. Back then, I'd been down too long. Down on my luck. Down beneath the surface of this damn moon, cutting dionite from unforgiving seams. Down so deep it felt like hell. Which explains why, when work was over, I prayed my dreams would be good dreams. That night, my prayer went unanswered. The dream began with a crazy man's idea of a guided tour of the system. First up, the Magenta Star. And then, above the homeworld, you see her? The mother of all starships, preparing for her maiden voyage? And check this out. Pirates can be bad for your health. See what I mean? Coming up, our final destination. Right back where we started. Someone, something maybe, was coming for me. Whatever had happened here, nothing had survived. And I mean nothing.
Valdemar.
God almighty.
You flatter me, Valdemar.
Who are you?
That would be telling. Take a long, hard look around you at things to come. The final battle between the Navy and the League is imminent, but it will not decide the fate of the human race. Just like you, my friend, the Red Sun is not what she seems. Awake and live, Valdemar. Or sleep forever.
From that moment on, every breath would feel like it could be my last. I was awake. Wide awake. I quit my job. It was time to go to work.
Good evening there, this is Seizure G-Man with a Let's Play of Colony Wars Red Sun, which was released for the PlayStation in March 2000. The last in the series of the Colony Wars games. Major differences in this case: you are no longer playing for either the Navy or the League. You are an independent subcontractor, mercenary, whatever, prostitute, because you do whatever's needed for the money. You could also upgrade your ship independently, and also buy and upgrade parts. So, first new party, we all know the stun missile, immobilize the enemy, and flares which deflect missiles. First thing I'm going to do is sell all but one of them. Stun missiles are pointless. We do have a new type of laser called the GP laser. It's basically a laser that combines the anti-shield and hull laser. Again, with this now in addition, it's pointless having the shield lasers. Usually what I do is I sell the stun missiles and all but one flare, and I buy two of them. You will quickly find that this game is very easy to cheese without further ado, we will continue first. You can pick up the missions you want. We've got escort duty, covert insertion and rebel smugglers. You can do these in any order. What we will do first is we'll pick escort duty. It's a nice easy mission, 8,000 credits. There is no voice on this apart from certain cutscenes, which I will stay quiet for. We've got to apparently protect these cargo stompers. Yes, there is planetary missions like in Vengeance, and they're fucking annoying because the frame rate drops quicker than your mother's knickers. So we've got our escort stompers there, which are going to help protect. Okay, we're going to fight pirate fighters. And of course the more dangerous interceptors. And we've got the sneaky tanks. Of course, we've got to get them there. Of course. That's easy enough as us. This mission's quite easy. In fact, the vast majority of them, apart from the odd gimmick mission, is overall easy to play. You just bash that fire button and everything dies in front of you. Okay, so we've got the standard cockpit view there. Afterburners. The red dot usually indicates where the enemy is. See, we're not even.
Pirates inbound. Give me a hand.
Alright, don't worry. I really hate planetary missions because I think the frame rate is a bit crap compared to... You'll also notice that the scale of the ships and items in this are way more out of whack. So you just... The problem is with this game as well is it just allows you to... That's our lock-on feature. Not even like a danger here. And we've just got to basically watch out for them. The cargo stompers are about as much use as chocolate fire guards, which is a bit British term for it's useless. Like two general purpose lasers, like I'm mashing this X button like no tomorrow, and that's how quick I can hammer it down. You have a turbo button, you're essentially God. Oh. Okay. The red light is blinking, shows an enemy contact, but is beyond range of visual, so usually if you shoot where the red dot is, you can usually hit the enemy before they even get close if they even shoot back at you. Okay, again, dead easy. It's almost, a lot of these missions I will try and actually keep a degree of interest rather than just cheesing. Oh, something's happening. You could technically cheese even more by just hitting one of the enemy fighters constantly with stun missiles, because the stun missiles do the same as what they did in the older games, where if you hit, it knocks them out for, well, disables the weapons of the enemy ship for a while. Of course, it's not like the original way you can stun fleet craft in the same way. Though you can get stun torpedoes that do the same thing, but it's not permanent. So as you can see here, even though I'm running the emulator on technically the equivalent of an overclocked CPU, you can see the frame rate stutter even on this. Again, This is considered like the bastard child of the Colony Wars games. Nowhere near as good as the first and second. Okay, we're getting attacked by tanks here. We'll be careful here.
I'm under attack. Request assistance.
Yeah, you're not really a threat, tanks. And the design of the tanks is stupid. Okay, so that's our standard roll. Oh. We're actually getting some gunfire here. Getting excited over this. Also, another feature in this, which is especially useful compared to the last two games, shields regenerate. So when you're not taking hits, your shields recharge. Of course, any hull damage stays damaged for that mission. Do I think Colony Wars Red Sun's a good game? In its own optic it is. But when you compare it to the previous two, it just feels like... I'm not really sure how best to say this. Like a... It's not bad, it's just... It doesn't have the same grand scale like you'll see in another mission where the size of the ship scales are absolutely like out of whack. Like these cargo stomps you think would be massive, but when you compare it to my ship, it's tiny. In fact, those cargo ships would barely hold the fighter. And that's what I mean by the scale. Like, things do look a little nicer. There was definitely more complicated textures, but I just feel like it's lost something. I also think that there was a lot of like missed opportunities. Like the idea of being a mercenary, you know, doing your own thing was actually a good idea. Oh. We're getting attacked. I got too cocky. I've got plenty of opportunities here. It's literally just like a last effort. So if we zoom in a little bit over here, we're pretty much there. Oh, actually the shields are down on that, but it doesn't matter. And even if you fail the mission, ironically, there's the depot. So the cargo stompers are not far off really. The mission is just more boring because you've got to wait for these things to get to the end. Play a bit of tail gunner there. Yep, let them. You can't just hold down the fire button and it will. As you can see there, the overheat gauge when you're just doing this, it's not even really building up. But when I do it like that, it does. But again, it takes effort. But the more lasers you have, the quicker it'll overheat, which is something to take note.
Try to keep those fighters off us. Just a little further.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. Don't you worry your pants. Oh. He has to die. Oh gosh. I might lose a stomper here. Shouldn't do really. I'm gonna lock onto him, because if you lock onto an enemy, even if you look elsewhere, you'll always get like the health and combat information. Again, I'll tell the gauges, the square on the left hand side is my shield and health. The same square on the top right hand side is the health and shield of the target. Obviously you've got your ammunition for your secondaries, which is on the right hand side, and you've got your thrust information and also your overheat gauge for your chosen weapon. I prefer using the cockpit view for the most part. It should be nearly there. There we go. That was easy enough. Again, it's a very easy mission. The only reason why that cargo stomper got so badly hit was because I was fannying about. You have to really go out your way to fail these missions or not read the briefing. So again, just a little debrief. Contract fulfilled. We got bounty for the cargoes and we got 3,000 credits because we killed 30 enemies. I'll take it. Now what we do next is we equip another weapon. I'm going to buy this laser. You can only have 3 lasers of one type at all times. Next we're going to do the rebel smugglers. Okay. Destroy rebel fleet ships, beware rebel fighters, conclude operations before the police arrive. I guess the band is arriving. I hope they're not getting an argument if like they did with Sting. Okay, we can see here that there's a rebellion. Of course. And there's the rebel fighters. I don't get what the League police is like, you know, that this is a sovereign territory, surely the League don't care, but what do I know? It's just another inconsistency in the law. So again, we've got to destroy enemy rebel flagships and then run away. That's easy enough. Okay. Just waiting for the launch screen, do apologise. There's some epic soundtrack. This is loyalty free, so I don't have to pay anyone. As you can see there, 3 lasers just absolutely shred. I don't have to pay for loyalties because this is loyalty free music. Oh. Again, we could still take down the hard points like in Vengeance, but it's not quite the same. It's not like destroy the reactor and everything else and the ship just blows up. So we've done the objective, technically.
Gate is open. Have a nice day.
I'm going to kill a few fighters, because though technically that's all I'm going to do. Yeah, you're dead, mate. We also have the velocity tracker back from Vengeance, which is a good thing. We also have this thing, which is the Emperor battle cruiser. I could destroy it, because you don't get friendly fire threats like you do in the first 2. You know, if you kill too many Navy ships, League ships, you lose your status and you become, you know, no longer invited to the parties. And you spend your life in the mines of Morpheus.
This one's mine.
Okay, mate. Cool story, bro. Ow. Again, there's no multiple ending really on this, apart from all bad, one good. Much like Vengeance, but the endings are less interesting. I believe that's the last enemy fighter. Oh no. Oh no. There's a couple more, but do I really need to do this? Probably not.
Keep cool. I'm on your
So
side.
stop getting in my way, mate. That's another problem with this game. Once you clear out the initial thing, it is very easy to just spawn camp. I'm only going to do a couple more times because there's a reason why I try to get as many fighter kills as possible. I'll explain after this mission, but basically you have a rank, and the more fighters you kill, the higher up the ranks you go, and that unlocks better weapons. And if you get to the top rank, you even get the best ship in the game, which looks absolutely ludicrous, but I'll... And that's it. Because eventually, when you killed enough fighters, they'll not infinitely respawn. Otherwise, that'll be boring. But yeah, that's another thing. Like, once you get to a point where you found the enemy spawn point, you could just gangbang it until they're all dead. Okay. So again, another quick thing. We've deposited 12,000 credit. We didn't get any bounty there. We're being promoted already. So what do we do here? Well, I'm going to see if I have enough credits to upgrade. I don't yet, but that'll be the next thing I get. Covert insertion. This is another planetary mission. So we've got to stay in the canyons to avoid defences, destroy shield generators, and await the orbital strike. That's no moon. Oh, that is a rebel base though. Of course. Now those things are absolutely brutal when eventually you can ride them out, but at this point of the game, if those things get a lock onto you, you are dead in seconds. Wow, textures are really terrible on here. Okay, rebel fighters. And we get 15,000 credits. I can take that money. We already got 62 kills. Again, I may be doing this as a two-parter because with all these extra missions it can sometimes take a while. So basically we're flying through this canyon because if we go too high we end up dying quickly. Because if we didn't have to fly through this canyon, trust me, this mission would be done in a heartbeat. See if I can show you. See that sign on the left where it says SAD is logged on. That is literally the self-defenses. I've got to avoid them because if I don't, I'll die. Usually what I tend to do with these is I smash through the optional basically side quests first, because once they're out the way I could just hammer through the story missions. Again, I'm trying to use the flashing red dot, but if there's like something in the way like the rock wall, because it, see, as you can see there, I'll show you what this happens when I go there. See, I always just literally dip the tip of my ship out there for a second and I got absolutely nearly nailed. Later in the game they're not really a big danger. Okay, we're down to one shield generator left. A lot of these missions are filler. They're just designed to basically help you get credits so you can beat the game, because you will need better ships, better weapons. The biggest thing in a way that kind of ruined this was bringing in these GP lasers, because then it just made hull and shield lasers absolutely worthless. Unless they do more damage, but again, it's much better to just have a general purpose laser and just smash the buttons. And there's the base uncloaking. I don't believe you can actually destroy it. Oh. That's no moon. Oh. Flak isn't as much a dangerous thing in this either. There we go. And we get a lovely explosion. Well, actually, a lot of the explosions in this game are quite anemic. Another quick mission done in the bag. Again, there we've done 70, I believe 70 fighters, 5 like fleet ships and 2 structures or something like that. There we go. We're going to upgrade. We're going to equip one of these. Basically what this does is it makes our shields recharge quicker. I believe they can stack as well. I will notice this mission, Valdemar, when it comes up with the bald guy's face, they're called basically the story missions. You can't fail them. If you fail them, you get the game over. But we're going to go for this one. Because we're a mercenary, we're now helping the rebels. Because as long as they've got the money, we have no convictions. Okay. Okay. Disguise as a rebel hauler. That's not going to work if it's already a rebel. See, those are the things that are absolutely deadly. Of course. That makes sense. So this mission is a bit of a boring one because even though it's back in space, which I prefer, you're basically following a very slow ass ship. Because if you try and just fly to the ship, it's always the same ship. You'll get your ass handed to you. And again, I would say in a way this is one of those sort of what I like to call a gimmick mission. It's a mission where you're basically forced to play it along a very particular way. For gameplay reasons. Like Colony Wars Vengeance, there was a mission where you had to heat up asteroids and fling them. And it was regarded as one of the hardest missions in that game. And that was in Vengeance. There wasn't really many gimmick missions in the first Colony Wars, thankfully. The question I've got to ask is, you've got these fighters flying around. Like that one there. Yeah, I might be screened from enemy radar, but surely they could just look out their fucking windows. They're not going to look and go, oh well, it's not on the radar, so he's obviously a goodie. Sometimes I change views just for the lols. I'm not sure if it's Because I am rendering this at 4K resolution, you know my screen's only 2K. It looks a little cleaner, but not by much. What I would really love to do is get like an AI engine on this to upscale the textures, but they probably would look really clunky and weird. And yes, I have no secondary weapons because I sold my only flare. Well, I used it actually. Okay, so I've got to ignore the SAADs, which is the something automated attack defense. I don't know. Yeah. Sad. Sad. Now, he's always aboard the same ship. I wonder if this is royalty-free music. Oh, we're getting shot at. Oh, come on, mate, you guys.
We've got him. He's aboard the Insult. For freedom!
Right, he's going to do a suicide attack.
You are mine.
Oh. So he's dead. That's a good thing. Oh, shit.
Jump gate is open. Have a nice day.
Alright, so both of them are dead. I could... Oh. Okay, let's find out where these fighters are. Okay, I think I've pretty much killed all the enemy fighters apart from him. I'm not going to bother killing the system defenses because they just take too long. I've got better things to do, like make money. Okay, mission completed. And this time we're doing it for the rebels. So again, we've gone up a rank and we're now 12,000 credits wealthier. Unfortunately now we're stuck with only the story missions, so we'll continue them now. Okay, so the general who apparently is talking about me dreams needs help from space crabs and enemy tanks. So this is basically a story mission.
Will you stop doing that?
I am beginning to doubt your courage, Valdemar.
You're not the only one. I'll repeat the question. Who are you?
Rank General. Name immaterial.
Like the rest of you.
Think of me as your commanding officer.
I'm no soldier.
You are now.
But how?
You mean this? Tachyon Engram, Valdemar. Faster than light, undetectable, and capable of neuroempathic interface.
Which means what?
I can be right there. I need your help, Valdemar.
Do I have a choice?
No.
At least he's honest.
Surprise.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were trying to do with Valdemar as a protagonist. He's like so generic. Like, okay, the first Colony Wars, it was a faceless protagonist who never spoke. The second one, Mertens, was actually quite an interesting one in a way.
Use your radar, Valdemar.
Alright, I'm getting there. So this is basically the main story plot missions. If you fail these, you end up failing the game. But again, whenever you fail a mission, it always gives you the option to restart from that mission. So it's not really that catastrophic.
I'm sending up flares.
So there's the general's ship. There's the general himself. It's absolutely hilarious when I show you this. Like, the ship's there, but the general's just laid there.
There's something alive down here. Heading my way.
And that's what's so hilarious. Right, I'll show you one of these space crabs. So these are basically the space crabs.
Class D life forms heading straight for me. Hurry,
And shooting the
Valdemar.
head just
The
kills
natives
it.
are not happy.
I love it. But it's quick to just do that. And just for like 2 minutes, you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen. Because these life forms are not a danger. And then eventually you'll face off against some Emperor tanks. And now it's just literally the case of waiting for... And that's just an enemy tank. It's not even a danger, see. They'll jump in. But you literally wait. It's just one of these boring missions where not a lot is happening. Once you kill the enemies, because it's only... They don't keep spawning in. You'll kill a handful and that's it. And once that happens, you know... You're just sitting about waiting. Which is really a lot of the missions in Colony Wars. Red Sun anyway. And there you go, I've killed everything. So now for the next 1-2 minutes I've got to sit about and jerk myself. In fact, I'm that bored, I'm resorting to destroying wreckage. Yes, the afterburner and weapons thing does overheat simultaneously, which is a major annoyance when you're trying to escape and you've just hammered your lasers. But eventually later on in the game, once you get better ships, overheating's not even a thing anymore. Oh.
This is Marine Evac. We're making the pickup now. Cover us.
About time. I was dying of boredom here. So the general's been picked up, but we still can't destroy that because I did that once for a laugh and it made us do the whole mission again. Well, at least that mission's over and done with. Thank fuck for that.
Forces of the League of Free Worlds have clashed with elements of the Colonial Navy Fifth Fleet.
Valdemar,
What?
You should see this.
Prior to launching an all-out assault. Meanwhile, back to our top story. The mother of all goodness, the Emperor Darja, she who rules the Magenta system with the boundless beauty of her mind and body, has revealed the purpose of the Red Sun. The mighty starship will demonstrate the omnipotence of our beloved Empress, bringing peace to the galaxy and power to the people of Magenta. Take pride, citizens. Our time has almost come.
Or may be running out. Go in search of the truth, Valdemar.
Hey, wait, I have another question.
You're on your own now.
And the question was, why me?
Yes, Valdemar, I don't know why you as well. You're about as bland as fucking toilet paper. But at least we got a new ship. I will take that. We got a new ship. And we also get another hard point. So in this case, I am going to stuff that. And here's our next mission. Another story mission. Convoy escort, eh? So we have to destroy pirates who are attacking cargo lanes. Wow, that's a weird ship. Of course. Of course. Wow, a pirate galleon. Nice. Okay, so start that mission.
My mind was in a terminal spin. There I was, some kind of deep cover agent who'd been triggered by a guy who could infiltrate my dreams and show me a possible future. Me, Valdemar, who kept himself to himself and got through the days one at a time. And then some phantom turns up and says, "Hey, Valdemar, do me a favor, save the universe." And I say, "Yeah, sure. When do I start?"
Yeah, I would say the plot is quite weak in this overall. Probably because Valdemar's so boring.
This is TranStar Hauler en route to your volume. Do not fire.
Oh. So quickly take this out. Come on, come on, come on, it's gonna blow up. There we go. Oh, pirate intercepted, which looks like a fucking biplane.
You are mine!
No, I'm not. Of course, these escorts are absolutely fucking
Taking fire
worthless.
right and left.
Yeah, I know. But you're just fucking worthless. Okay. So we put... See, this is it. You just gotta kill everything with these lasers. I can fire as quick as I mash my finger. And now, because you have just one spawn point, I just do this. I did promise I would try to keep it interesting, but keeping it interesting means that the videos last longer. And to be honest, the gunplay in Colony Wars Red Sun just isn't that interesting because you just put 3 GP lasers on and everything just melts in front of you usually. There is some exceptions which I'll get to later, but oh, so they've opened up a new spawn point, okay. See, I've got 2 shield recharges and already my shields are recharging double quick. And there's only one cargo module that's collapsed off. And that's it now, just gotta sit, maybe have a jerk. Oh no, actually 2. Oh well. So this is how quick I can fire the lasers. You get turbo control and you're fucking invincible nearly. Have we still got our escort? Yep, we have. I'm not paying for the loyalties.
Whoa! Check your targeting, computer pilot. That one hit me.
Yeah. I'm doing it now just for a laugh. I love it. So this is what happens when it becomes too easy to just annihilate everything.
Whoa, check your targeting,
Oh,
computer
right.
pilot. That one
Oh,
hit
it's
me.
all done. They've all pissed off now.
This is TranStar Hauler approaching Jump Gate now. This is TranStar Hauler approaching Jump Gate.
You've already done it. And there's my jump gate.
This is TranStar Hauler approaching Jump Gate now.
And there's my ship, the Beatles Yellow Submarine, I call it.
Jump Gate is open. Have a nice day.
The only problem is Engage's fucking afterburner. It's so fucking hit and miss. So that's another, well, easy mission once you know how to cheese it.
I headed back to the Imperial capital. Needed time. Time to come up with some kind of plan. Whoa! Why, you crazy son of a... Hey, why don't you just get some corneal implants, you moron? Hey, you. There's something I want to say to you.
Which is what?
My name is... My name...
Valdemar. I know.
And you?
Call me Diva. League Intelligence. Don't ask me why, but I'm here to help.
We're getting help from someone who might actually know what they're doing. That's cool. So 13,000 credit plus 3,500 for the cargo, and we killed 31 people, so we got another 7,000 credits there. Okay, so here's another story mission. So basically this is the last story mission for this station, so always make sure you complete your side missions before you do this one. Basically we've got to do a snatch and grab. Of course it is. And there's the flagship. Okay. Brilliant, so no bounties this time, that doesn't matter.
I name this ship Red Sun. God bless all who sail in her.
Oh, God has nothing to do with it.
How do you know?
I don't, but look at her. She gives me the creeps.
But if she isn't what she seems, then what?
Isn't that what you're supposed to find out?
Yeah, I guess so, but I'm kinda new at this spying game.
Oh, you don't say.
I love a bit of sassy sarcasm. This is a mission that can be sometimes a stumbling block for newcomers to the franchise. Because you gotta destroy the turrets.
Okay, Voldemort, ready for action. Target the mothership's main door.
And this is also the first instance where you start seeing the frame rate tank.
Target the main door.
Now. This is loyalty free, so I don't have to pay any license loyalties. See, already she's getting her ass handed to her.
Beacon detected. Moving in for pickup.
Oh. Yeah, just target me. I can live with that.
I'm reading a jump gate. It's now or never. Follow me.
Now we get to play tail gunner.
I've lost him!
Oh shit, what the hell is hitting me there? Oh. We've had our first mission fail. Brilliant. And Voldemort commits suicide and flies into the sun. This is why the turrets are very important in wiping out, because it was the turrets that killed her.
Okay, Voldemort, ready for action. Target the mothership's main door. Target the main door. Target the main door.
Where is Steve at? Okay, I think I've destroyed enough of the turret. I'm just looking around. I'm only destroying the cargo modules because the chauffeur's red. And it's just another ball lake.
Beacon detected. Moving in for pickup.
Why the hell is there a civilian hauler there?
I'm reading a jump gate. It's now or never. Follow me.
There we go, just gonna play the tail gunner. Ah. There. 2 spawn points. It's not going to be enough though. Because I could just shred through. So that was my fault earlier because I didn't clear out most of the turrets. But now that I have, it's not even a threat. As long as I keep them away from Diva, I'm doing fine. Okay, what the fuck's up with his teeth? More teeth than brain cells. Oh, there was a turret there, but it's not much of a danger. Diva's pretty much far away, so she's not much in my danger. I'm sure you guys are just spawned out of nowhere, like. I thought I got lucky there. It's just waiting for Diva to reach the mission checkpoint, and then I can destroy that and progress with the next system. But yeah, you can see even with, while that is a big impressive ship, it is really tanking the frame rate of this. And bear in mind, I'm running it with an overclocked CPU here technically, because I'm telling it to overclock the CPU, which is a bit more unstable. But usually 10-20% is enough, and still keep a degree of stability. Oh.
Sorry, Voldemort, you're on your own.
Now the fight is now we just gotta destroy the mothership.
Die, scum!
You're the scum, you're the fucking pirates. I've killed so many years, there should be no pirates left in the galaxy. See how quick these pirate ships just melt. Anyway. We're about to see a big explosion. I saw this when the ships used to crack and go. That is such a technical way of me explaining it.
It was weird. There was stuff in my head I just shouldn't know. Stuff about how to stay alive when death seemed the only option. It was as if the Generals Taki and Engram had opened up a million secret files in my mind. Every synapse, every neuron was striking sparks so bright, they hurt. We lost the Red Sun, so we headed for Marjorie's kitchen, figuring we'd refuel and try to pick up the trail.
Well, that was an easy mission. And we moved to the next system. And now we're an independent. We unlocked a weapon, so another launch screen. Of course. We can also upgrade our ship if we want, so that's a bit too expensive because you do have the trading value of your ship, so if you go there, should tell you what the trading value is. Okay. Oh, there, that's the value. So we take that value from that, and then that allows us to upgrade. So, but we'll do it. So we've got the upgraded GP laser Mark II. We've got our venerable shield and hull mist lasers, and we've got a new gun called the Gauss gun, which basically shoots through the shields, ignoring them. And Eno has a high rate of fire. It doesn't do a lot of damage. We have a 2-stage missile, which is meant to be you target the shields first, then the hull, so one hit, one kill. That doesn't really happen. The stun missile flares. Decloaker missiles are basically, I would call them plot missiles because you use them to decloak things. The good old grapple gun. Repair pod lets you repair ships and structures. ECM pod. They don't tell you how this works. You've got to have that and flares, and then you deploy it and it flies around your ship. Coolant vents basically allow the heat to dissipate from your weapons and afterburners quicker, but they're a bit of a waste because eventually you won't even need them. So first I'm going to sell these because you get a little bit of money back, but not much. And we're going to equip the more powerful GP Laser 2s. It's taking a bit of our money, so we probably can't upgrade the ship now. No, but that doesn't matter. Again, we're going to do these missions, side missions first. Okay, so we'll do the investigation. This is going to be our first look at alien species, because the Dargothians are an alien species. Okay. So we're not allowed to kill these huge dinosaur creatures, we just gotta shoot the lasers on the back. And then obviously the locals are not happy. So 13,000 credits. This should be technically quite an easy mission.
We'll take you to the perimeter. Follow us.
Oh,
Picking up evidence of subterranean activity. Suggest you don't let those slugs do any more damage while you're in there.
now we're just looking for these red dots.
Hey, where are you going? Suggest you stay with us.
I would, but I know where I'm going.
Okay, you're on your own.
Of course I am. So we've just got to shoot off the lasers and then we'll stop being hostile, which is a good thing.
I've lost him.
Ow. Oh. So it's just about being precise, shooting the turrets off the backs. Oh. Nearly killed one there. I do like the soundtrack of this, it's still quite good. But I do wonder if it's like 90% royalty free. But yeah, in terms of the game, I actually think that it feels like this game was made by like the B team or the interns. It's not a bad effort, like on its own, it's a brilliant game. But compared to its previous predecessors,
Jump gate is open. Have a nice day.
so we've done the mission because we've took the turrets off all the dinosaurs, and we just kill him, and that'll be the end of it. Again, quite an easy mission. Yeah, another easy, simple mission for the independent merc. Okay, so we've got some scratch, but we need some more. League police contract. So this is just again, we're escorting like the one not last but the one before where we were escorting haulers. We're doing the same here, but except the Emperor forces are now evil. So we have to ensure the refugees escape because they're using fucking cargo modules to hide him. Makes sense. Okay. Of course, so we'll be doing everything ourselves. Okay, so again, a lot of these missions are going to be quite similar. Apart from maybe the odd gimmick mission which you might see in this video.
Monitoring progress of outbound refugee craft. Not a lot we can do until they cross the border.
The only thing I hate about these ships because they have such a
Emperor escorts are leading the convoy off course. Stop them.
because they're so narrow. Unless you catch them on the flat side. See there, I believe we now have the spawn point, so all I've got to do is this. You know, if they just randomise the spawn point, this wouldn't be such a thing. Which is what makes me think that this is a bit like the interns made the game.
Emperor escorts are leading the convoy off course. Stop them. Emperor escorts are leading the convoy off course. Stop them.
Not on my watch, they're not. At least the game, for the most part, isn't as broken as Vengeance was, where if you went back and were too good, you could actually break the game and softlock yourself. Oh. Looks like they gave up with the escort. And they're about to give up with this. And there we go. That's a problem when you get too good at like sniping them at like spawn points and that. You can kill the enemies to the point where now all they've got to do is sit around and wait. As you can see what this thing looks like. Police enforcer. Huh. There we go, blow turret off just because I'm bored. I have decided I will be making this a part 2, maybe 3-parter. Just simply because the amount of levels. Unless I speed run through this, but then you won't see the cutscenes or anything like that. There we go. See, I've even got the second ship and overheat's not even a problem unless I'm really hammering it for ages. Mission completed. And I fly into the sun because again Valdemar's depressed. Probably because he knows he's so mediocre. Well, contract fulfilled. Again, most of these debriefs are that. There's not a lot in there, unless the story missions. We're now an adventurer. Another weapon unlocked. Let's have a look. Oh, bugger. Ah, good. So we've now got a cooled shield laser, which is basically just a laser with built-in cooling, so it never overheats, but it's a bit pointless. Alright, can we upgrade that yet? No. It's not much point apart from it's a bit better heat and hull. I'll probably just upgrade to that. And that's fine there. Defense, Thunderbolt, Surgical Strike. We'll do Surgical Strike. Apparently this is very illegal. Fair enough. We're helping a crime family here. Of course they did. Of course they don't want us to succeed. We're doing illegal acts here. Yeah, you should just shoot us anyway. I'm doing illegal stuff here. Again, I'm only shooting the fighters down because I want the increase in ranks so I can get the better stuff quicker. Oh, it's an enforcer. We're taking that down just because we can. Right. So what we do now is we shoot the weak points, which isn't made entirely obvious because at first it makes out you have to shoot the sails.
One of the solar tethers is broken. Situation serious.
All of them about to break, mate. Don't worry. Oh. There we go. Bye bye, mate.
Solar sail is breaking free. We're at the mercy of the sun's gravity now.
I didn't do that, but
Evacuate. Jump gate is open. Have a nice day. Jump gate
both of these count like, but let's find out. I'm not really sure how the rankings work. Is it just I was wondering, is it just numbers of kills, or do fleet ships count as like so many kills towards it? Like, does a battleship count as like 20 fighters or something? It's never made clear. To be fair, there's only two things worth getting on the ranks. I don't want to say what they are because it'll ruin some of the plot. But again, that's a dead easy mission. 3 GP lasers, whacking that button as fast as you're touching clit. Just absolutely smashes it. Back to Marjorie's station, also as Marjorie's kitchen. Ah, you India, okay. And we get 22,000 credits. I'll take that. I'll not do that one yet. We'll do Thunderbolt. So basically Thunderbolt is like a bloody three-way death match. Because, you know, killing and blood sports. I thought that ended in the Roman times, but no, it's well alive in Colony Wars. So there's 4 fighters, and whoever survives wins. Of course, 5-2 favourite. And then we're the 4th contestant. Because, you know, we need the money because we're mercenary. Again, these are not too bad, but you're going to see the fucking frame rate tank. Which makes shooting way harder than it should be. And it only gets harder and harder. Okay. Down to just 1 now. I'm remarkably doing better than I thought. Normally on the stock PlayStation, the tank rate on this is... And that was a quick 2-second mission there. And I fly off and show off. Normally that's a lot harder on stock PlayStation hardware. I wonder if it's because my emulator's giving us a little bit more of a frame rate jump. But hey. Okay, we've got 3 kills as well. So here's another one, protection. So we've got to basically defend a cruise ship in space. There's an alien race that claims that the cruise ship is polluting the area. Cool. So basically we've got to protect a cruise ship because local aliens are really pissed off that the cruise ship is probably polluting their space or something. Again, it's another pretty much run-of-the-mill mission with some music that probably doesn't have any license loyalties. Oh, here we go. So it's just a case of just hammering that button. I don't know why Google Gemini decided to chip in there. I do apologise if you heard it. And the cruise is down. Easy enough. Fighters are not much more of a problem. And we're down to 1 enemy fighter already. In fact, that's the entire Donishir threat eliminated. Does look like a space cruise ship, you could argue, maybe even a space Titanic. Hope it doesn't hit an asteroid. Well, we got a payment and apparently for a voucher for a 1 week all expenses paid trip aboard the ship. We never get to take advantage of that because obviously Okay, so we're getting asked to help the legitimate business again. Of course. Alright, again this sounds very difficult because you're the only one there, but it's dead easy. You just kill the ships, usually there's only a couple of spawn points and you just hammer them. Which is what 90% of the missions in Colony Wars Red Sun is. Which is why I think this is literally the case of...
There's nothing on the radar, but our droids keep taking hits.
Shut up, doesn't matter, sweet. Shields regenerate that quick, only concentrated attacks are a natural danger. But again, you just go in, hammer them as the declaw, which is the plot device of basically we just reappear.
They must be hiding in the asteroids. Flush them out.
Again, another one there. And I believe that's it. Yeah. Another quick and easy mission. Alright, so we're getting through quite quick. Who says crime doesn't pay? Well, we don't. And we'll take the money. So basically 32,000 credits there. Wow, another weapon unlock. So we'll view the stock items. What did we unlock there? Oh, cooled hull laser. Well, you know what we should do. Gonna equip the grapple gun because we need it for one mission at least. And we'll do retrieval. This is going to be a bit of a gimmick mission, and I'll show you why. So basically we're going to have to go into subspace. Of course. Human credits. So we need a grapple. Now, because we're in subspace, we heat up unless we're in the so-called shadow asteroids. Hence the gimmick.
You've fallen into subspace. Being here will cause your ship to heat up.
So as soon as we leave, you can see it overheating, and when we overheat in subspace, it starts damaging. And that's again the grapple gun. So we kill down here. We don't have to destroy this cruiser, but you know, why not? And it's coming for us now anyway, so why not? Oh. Oh. And we're getting hit now. And you're dead. Chronosphere fighters are not affected, obviously. Okay, so all we've got to do now is fly towards. I could have bought coolant vents to help with this. Because if you get coolant vents, especially 2, you could just run. See, we're starting to overheat there. And once you overheat, you start sustaining shield, then hull damage. But it does take a few seconds before you start to get the shield damage, and you can actually, if you have enough boosters and if your ship's high enough level, you can actually outpace the damage. I don't think that's enough to reach. Nope. There we go. Says the exit gate. Looks like we're getting chased by someone. Oh. Ow.
This is Merco Operative Snakes Mahoney, hired by the Donachet ambassador to retrieve his doll.
And it looks like we got a competitor. You come very closer. And he runs off. Because he's not stupid, he knows that I could try and make a beeline straight for the jump gate, which I'm going to do now. Start seeing the damage of what happened. Yep. But again, we're pretty much outpacing it there, and we've only got the 3rd fight with the game. Of course. So we need some more parts now, so what we're going to have to do is, unfortunately, we're going to have to sell one of these and equip stun missiles. I usually buy about 20, 21, okay. And that's because we're doing hunting. Basically, we're hunting big jellyfishes. Okay, easy enough. of course, we've got the photoshell bulbs. Fair enough. So basically, commission only means we only get paid the bounties. So 5,000 per jelly, and we only got 5 minutes because apparently after daylight it becomes too hazardous.
Roto shelf down, moving in for pickup.
So now we just need to find another.
Grounded jelly on board and sedated, waiting for the next one.
I usually kill the bulls not because they're a danger, but just because they cloud the hood, and because they all show as yellow. Might have gone for one too far here.
Jelly down, moving in for pickup.
What I generally try and do as well is I use the grapple gun to pull the what they mattered.
Jelly down, moving in for pickup.
Oh.
Roto shelf down, moving in for pickup. Roto shelf on board and sedated, waiting for the next one.
Oh.
Incoming, it could be the squirrel shelf, be on the lookout.
And it is Jelly Ranger. Love it. I love the name, Jelly Ranger. Oh shit. Come on, there's got to be more cows about, surely. Oh gosh, these are just constant bulls.
Roto shelf down, moving in for pickup.
Come on. least I got them. Ah, nuts.
Proto shop down, moving in for pickup.
I won't get that one. But it doesn't matter because we completed the mission. Got about 20,000 there, plus a few bounties. Very profitable apparently though. $25,000, I'll take it. And now we're down to the story mission, so I'm going to sell I am going to equip a repair pod just in case. Okay, we got to defend the station, Marjorie's kitchen, and gamble me earnings in the casino apparently. Brilliant, those Colonial Navy bastards. Okay.
Tension between the forces of the League of Free Worlds and the Colonial Navy has intensified. Unconfirmed reports say that more than 60 League ships of all classes have been destroyed, with the loss of more than 1,000 lives. The Colonial Navy has claimed that all its
It's
craft
beginning.
survived
The final battle.
At least we're well out of there. League ships? What the hell are they doing?
But there are no League ships in this sector.
So, gotta be Navy ships flying League colors.
They're going to take this place out and point the finger at the League. I'd bet my life on it.
You may have to.
That's the Navy we know. War crimes. Though technically you could argue the League's just as bad.
I don't like these odds. I'm pulling out.
Preparing to live area.
Just because I'm a bit anxious there. But I think really I've pretty much got this in the bag. Yeah. There's no more respawn, so once I've killed these I really could have been alright really. I know there is some spawning. It's just a bit of insurance. But you can see there, all the scales of these ships are out of whack. So if we go like that, look how big my fight was compared to the space station. And in cutscenes, the space station was big enough. There we go. Easy enough. And I get a bit depressed and fly into the planet.
I'd sleep like a baby. I was wrong. Are you insane?
What's the problem?
You open that airlock and we're dead.
It's a dream, Valdemar. A dream. Take it easy. Follow me.
Valdemar, wake up.
Thanks for nothing.
You were screaming like a baby.
I was flying. Flying with the big guy who was going to show me something big.
You need help.
Yes, I do need help. That's why you're there, Diva. Well, that was an easy enough mission. Let's have a look here, because we can now sell this repair pod. I believe the next mission we need some of these. So here we go, we gotta rescue a hatchlet ship. Brilliant. So again, this is another plot mission.
The Tachyon engram re-established connection.
Deep space spy sats indicate the Red Sun is on course for the Interworld system. You still have a chance to intercept her, but only if you can make it through this.
It was a kind of space only a crazy man would enter.
Alright, this is another mission I hated as well.
You help the mining ship.
Subsumed asteroid detected. Commencing mining operations.
Okay, here's the Donner shit. What I'm going to do is try and make this a bit easier for myself. Now we just gotta look.
Subsumed asteroid detected. Commencing mining operations. Levels increased. We still need more to fire our engines. Subsumed asteroid detected. Commencing mining operations. Mining ship is under attack.
I think we're alright. Oh. So now all the... I just hope I haven't soft locked myself. Well, okay, where's... I can't believe I've just bloody soft locked myself. That's annoying. Because I was too efficient, it didn't trigger properly. I also like how it automatically puts us on the game over as well. One arsehole of a game at times.
I'll check deeper into the field vault where you help the mining ship.
Come on then.
Our levels increased, but we still need more to fire our engines.
Oh.
Firing engines and preparing to leave path of asteroid.
Thank God for that.
Subsumed asteroid detected. Commencing mining operations.
Ah, too late. I've won already. See, this is a case where if you are too efficient, you can fuck the game up. Mind, it's not as bad as the soft locking in Vengeance. Particularly if you went back and used the voodoo on the first few missions. Oh, I may as well shoot some asteroids. Proceeding to next stage, which is basically just like the next bit of the level.
You've fallen into subspace. Being
Pretty much a
here will cause
non-mission,
your
this.
ship to heat up, so keep to the shadow asteroids. Jump gate is open. Have a nice day.
And that's another storyboard mission gone.
I was alive, but I was alone.
Diva, do you hear me? Talk to me.
No response. Well, I figured she was dead. Felt like I was losing my mind.
Diva, do you copy? Diva, do you read?
Hey, Valdemar. Why the long face? Did you miss me? I'm touched.
Oh, whilst that's that mission done, which was a major fucking annoyance, but I can get rid of these now. And we'll just put the 2 recharge boosters because why not? I could upgrade the ship, but there's no point now. Another story mission. Again, this is the one where whenever he says, make sure you've checked your affairs, ensure you've finished all your side missions, because if you don't, you lose them, which means a loss of money. Unisoft, not to be confused with Ubisoft. But basically, we've got to help this hauler. Okay, easy enough. Easy enough mission.
We picked up the red sun as she approached the interworld system. We went in for a closer look.
2 vessels have infringed our perimeter.
Their status?
Civilian.
Launch a death squadron. Use them as target drones.
By your command.
Okay, so we're getting to see who really runs the Red Sun ship. They don't look very nice. You know, saying launch a death squadron, use them as target practice. Okay, we can't kill
We're
us.
experiencing power drain to our life support and escape system.
Let's get rid of these
Red Sun, you do what you can.
Shahar fighters. Okay.
Shoot the escape pod decouples at the rear of the ship.
We will, don't you worry.
The escape decouples are jammed. You must shoot them now.
Right, so we've got to shoot these decouplers so the escape pods can escape. Be careful not to shoot the actual pods.
Please assist. Repeat, please assist.
Yeah, stop being so impatient. There we go.
Be careful, we're badly damaged.
I know. So now we're just waiting for these to float away. Oh, what's this? So basically, the Shahar have a boss. Usually base. Which means we got to target these weak points, like these arms, before we can destroy them. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not like a deal breaker. So we sit there, and now we've only got one weak point, and then we can just absolutely rail it. Basically looks like some sort of shellfish thing, but I digress. Let's just smash it. Easy pie. As a kid it was a little bit harder. Nice. And Valdemar, the most boring protagonist of the Colony Wars universe, just goes whatever and flies into a warp hole.
Unisoft, the multi-world corporation controlled by Bill Kane. The Red Sun docked there. I didn't know why. Kane's methods mixed corporate greed with organized crime, and he murdered the competition as easily as he played the markets. But even he was out of his league with that behemoth of a starship.
Look, Valdemar, she's different.
Yeah. She's changing. Growing. It's as if she's alive.
Well, that's a good one. Mr. Kane himself wants to express his gratitude. Well, just give us more money. It's really annoying that you've just had a loan screen, a cutscene, then it's another loan screen. Okay, so guess what I'll do is I'm going to save here. Simply because the game has much more missions. I will be doing it as a second part. So this is Seizure G-Man, signing out.